Hi everybody. So I am live on two platforms. That made it look like it was four. It's two platforms today. I'm going to be talking to Instagram on this side, and I'm also going to be talking to Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook page, the Happy Me Project Facebook group. It does look like I haven't got a top on. I definitely do. It's just hot here in the UK. And today we are going to be talking about kindness. Bear with me as I go from each screen. That might be tad annoying, but I will make sure that I can chat to both of you. I wanted to get this message out across all platforms today, and I haven't really been on for a little bit, so I thought I'd do a lunchtime live, which is nice. So say hi to everybody on Instagram. I can see Gabriel saying hello, good morning. Sharon, good morning. Who can I see? James, I can see Pete, I can see Sabine. I'm not sure if I can see anybody on Facebook, or I can't see any of you guys on YouTube or not Pinterest. What's it called? Periscope on Twitter as well. So I'm talking to a few people across platforms today. If you have no idea who I am, my name is Holly Matthews. I'm a self-development coach. I'm a former TV actress here in the UK. I'm a mom of two girls, and I'm the founder of the Happy Me Project. The Happy Me Project is courses, online courses, a podcast. It will very soon be a book. It is a Facebook group. It is a movement. And I spend my days trying to help people feel more happy and less crappy. What a nice job to have. Hi to Stacey on Facebook. Welcome to our chat today. Hello, lovely Emma, Bex, Rachel, Isam, Showbiz, Shell, Rob. I can see people on Instagram and Facebook today. So now all the fluff and I was going to say razzmatazz. Is it razzmatazz? It's not. I just wanted to say razzmatazz. I'm all full of energy today because I've been to the gym. So now I feel like I'm a hero. I haven't been to the gym in probably 18 months, if I'm being completely honest with you all. And so now I feel like a legend. You know, I feel like I should just be applauded by everybody. Does anybody else feel like that when they do something they haven't done for a while? So that's what I feel like today. I'm all up a hike because I'm dead excited. So today's topic is kindness. And when I wrote this down this morning, because I do a regular slot on the BBC every Monday on BBC Cloven Warwick, and we talk about different topics. So every Monday, this is going to sound very wishy-washy and woo-woo, and it's not meant to, but I kind of tune in with myself in the morning, and I think about, what do people need? What do I need right now? What's going on? Thank you, Tom, on Twitter. He says, go on, Hall. Cheers, mate. I will go on. And I do go on. That's true. So I kind of tune in the morning. I think, what do people need? What have people been talking about? What is my followers and people on social media been talking about? What are my direct family needing, and what am I needing, right? So that's kind of how I come to creating some kind of theme or topic for my days and my week and my talk. So kindness has come to me today because, kindness is kind of, it's a topic we should always be talking about. But I always think that on social media, we hear people talk about kindness a fair bit, but it not always, but it often feels quite, we kind of get used to people saying just be kind, and it feels almost without any kind of tangible stuff or reasons behind that. Now, the reality is we are intrinsically selfish as human beings, and we kind of need to still get something from something. That's got to be the motivation for doing it. As much as many of you that follow me, because you're all good eggs, are decent human beings, and you also get a lot out of being good to people, we still do get motivated by our own happiness and our own reasons for doing things. So before I delve in, before I talk about the reasons why it's good for other people, but actually I don't think I need to talk about that. It is, being kind to other people is good for them. But let's talk about it from a selfish point of view. And selfishness is needed sometimes when it comes to our happiness and us feeling good. Hi to John on YouTube as well then. Let's talk about why it's good for you. Now, I also started talking about this topic because yesterday here in the UK, it's boiling, as most of you will be from the UK anyway. You will be aware. That's why I look like I'm half naked over here. And me and my daughters were playing with water and splashing around and doing things at the weekend. And my youngest daughter said to me, what do you call those things when you drop the water in and they get all circles? And I said, oh, it's a ripple. You know, I said it's a ripple, and I said, have you ever heard somebody say a ripple effect? So the effect of ripple. And when I was explaining this to her, my explanation to her was, you do know the ripple effect, because I said, if you smile at somebody, if you smile at somebody else, the ripple effect of that smile might be that you cheer that person up and they smile a little bit. And then they might go in their next meet with somebody else and smile at them and be a little bit brighter and a little bit happier, a little bit kinder. It might just dissipate any of the stuff they had going on in that morning. And that is what we call a ripple effect, because then that person goes to see somebody else and they spread that kindness and they spread that joy. And I was explaining that the flip side of that is, if we are in a miserable mood and we walk into a room and we are miserable to other people and we are snappy, that person feels irritated and they do the ripple effect in the more negative way. Thank you, Shell, as well. She's saying totally believes this. And Janine on Facebook is saying kindness is the key. Absolutely. And I think it's understanding that if we start from a place of kindness, that ripple effect in turn helps us. Okay. And as I say, we are selfish people. It's not just you. It's not just me. It's all of us. We need a motivation to do things. And all of us essentially just want to live a happy life, right? We just want to feel good every day of our life. Most days, not every day, you know, we get it. There's the highs and the lows. I'm certainly not about toxic positivity. There are going to be days when you feel crap, and that's part of it, right? Because how can you know happiness if you don't experience sadness? That's just the polarity of life, right? But kindness is really intrinsic in this. And there are many studies that have been done now into how us being kind to other people can impact our own mental health. Now, there are lots of studies done on this. There are some studies that will tell you it will transform your life and you be kind to other people and you will instantly feel a million times happier. I think and then there's those that say it's not as much. And I think the actual studies, if we look at them, are somewhere in between. You are not going to go from being majorly depressed, be kind to one person and feel instantly a million times better and all cured of any issues that you've got going on. Of course not. And we don't have to have that kind of expectation. However, in all studies where it comes to, if you are kind to other people, does this have an impact on your mental health and how good you feel and how happy you feel? All of them say yes. So that's the place to start, right? You want to feel happy, be kind to other people. And there are many ways that we can do this. I'm just reading the comments on YouTube and Facebook there. And John saying it's kind of an induction. I missed that. I don't think I quite get that one, John. Explain a little further for me. And Danny says it's nice to be nice. Absolutely. Be kind, Anupa says as well. So in all of the studies, all of the studies that we do, they are telling us that being kind to other people is going to help us. There is a study that I was reading not long ago that was talking about it being what we call a helper high. And I get this, right? That my job is helping. My job is helping other people to find their route to their own happiness, whatever that looks like to you. And absolutely, I get a helper high. A helper high is that feeling you get of goodness when you, somebody's just commenting on Dr. David Hamilton. He's done loads of studies on this. He's amazing. Strangely enough, I think it was Dr. Hamilton I was listening to earlier today on a podcast. Let me just refer to that because it'd be interesting if it was. And so the helper high is that feeling, you know, I'm sure you guys, and you can let me know in the comments, have had this feeling when you've just done something good for no reason. It hasn't had to be for a reason where you just felt it's good. Emma's saying kindness and manners are the strongest attribute a person can have. Forget maths and English for a minute. We need to teach our children this first and foremost. Absolutely. Because, and certainly during these times that we've had over the last 18 months, it's been a lot. And kindness, I believe, has been the thing that's pulled us through. The kindness of strangers, the kindness of your neighbors, just understanding that people are going through stuff that you cannot possibly understand. And when we can have that empathetic feeling towards other people, we can create a better space for all of us. When we go at life in a space of judgment of others, we will only ever be judging ourselves as well. It's a full circle. When people go around and they're judgy and they're snarky and they pour scorn on other people's stuff, I promise you now, believe me, those people aren't happy. They're not. But when you shift it And maybe you've been those people, okay? No judgment on anybody, because we've probably all been those people at certain points in our lives where we've been snarky and judgmental. But the world doesn't need it. And we certainly don't need it when we're living in this world of people having such divisive opinions on different things, whether it's vaccines or lockdowns and how we deal with this carnage, right? Everyone's got such divisive opinions. We have to go into this with a space of empathy. And when we do, we will get that back, because there will be times when we're not right. There will be times when we get it wrong. There will be times when we feel crap. And we really hope that the world is empathetic towards us. But if we aren't doing that, we won't get that back. We won't see that come back to us. I'm just reading the comments on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I keep wanting to say Pinterest because it's Periscope. Aisha saying kindness is free, so why not be kind? Absolutely. Hi, Jenna. Who else can I see there? Hang on, I'm going to make sure I'm pronouncing this correctly. Abdurizak. Must spell that right. You're saying it. Doing a new podcast, and I need a guest. You need a guest. Is it me that you would need as a guest? Tell me all about it. I'd love to hear about it. And welcome everybody that's coming in on Instagram. We're talking about kindness. So I'm just going to check my notes, because my brain is going to go all over the shop, because that's what it does. It's a law unto itself. So yeah, I was reading some studies on the effect of kindness on our health as well, because there are a lot of studies, not just that it helps our mental health, but actually being a kind, decent human being can increase our immune system and the antibodies in our bodies. So right now, we would all like to have a brilliant immune system. Saying that there's a global plague hanging around, it would be good that we all felt healthy and happy, right? So be kind to other people, do kind things for no reason, for no comeback, just that it is kind of a comeback, because you will also get the helper high and a good immune system, but do it just do it because it's the right thing, because you can. Jem on Instagram is saying, build people up and invest in positive people. The best people are the ones who are struggling themselves and are still happy to help others. I shared something this week, and I'm going to totally butcher the quote now because I'm just thinking about this right this second, but I shared on my Instagram a gorgeous lady who, I think her singing name was Nightbird. I might have just made that up, but she was on America's Got Talent. Some of you on Instagram, I shared it. You might have seen it. And it was this lovely lady who had cancer, and the bad type. She had 2% chance of survival. That was what the doctors were giving her. And it was a beautiful performance. It's a gorgeous you'll find it on YouTube, and you'll find it, just search, I think it's Nightbird, America's Got Talent. I just sobbed watching this performance, her authenticity, her honesty, her vulnerability on stage. And at the end of it, she was talking, and she just said, stop. It was something along the lines of, and again, I could be butchering it, stop waiting for life to be good, to be happy. Like, stop waiting for life to be kind to you, to be happy, or for things, basically stop waiting for your ducks to be in a row for you to be happy. Life is going to continuously throw shit your way. It will also chuck good stuff your way. And if you're not aware and able to see those things and be open to them, you will miss them. So it chucks both things our way, but it's going to chuck you some tough stuff. You still get to decide whether you be happy amongst all of that. Gabrielle's just saying, you are not only a coach, you are also my favorite English teacher. And that is incredible, because with my Geordie accent, my Newcastle accent, that means I'm being understood, and it feels good, Gabriel. Thank you. And Showbiz Shell is just saying, oh my God, I saw this. It was so emotional. It was such an emotional clip. Maybe I'll share it on other platforms as well. But it was very sobering in that when people are going through that kind of tough stuff, they can still get through it. And I'm sure, just like me, you guys have all experienced something tough in your life, whatever that is. There's no top trumps on what that is. It's just sadness is sadness. And if you've been through some stuff and you've pulled yourself to this point, then well done, because it's not so easy, right? But we need to find ways to be kind to others, okay? And when we teach people that, when we are that, when we show up as that, we will get that reflected back to us. That isn't just something we teach our kids, what goes around comes around and all of that stuff, right? It is when you put good stuff out into the world, you open the opportunity for others to be kind to you. Being kind and being kind to people you don't even know, being kind to strangers, is a bravery. That is a bravery. That's a vulnerability to be kind, to go out of your way to be good to other people. That shows a level of strength of character within you. It's something wonderful. I'm just reading the comments there on Instagram. I think I've missed one. And it's definitely nice to be nice. I always tell my daughter, who is 5, to be kind to people. Being kind is the one thing I've always been brought up in. It's so true. Being kind makes people happy. It really does. And you get that reflected back to you. Smiling is contagious. And I'm going to set you all a challenge. The challenge for you this week is to play a game of kindness confetti. Sorry, not kindness confetti. That sounded nice as well, though. Compliment confetti, okay? Compliment confetti is that you are going to spend this week dishing out compliments like you throw out confetti. They're going to be genuine compliments, though. No like made up things, like genuine compliments. I will spend my days when I'm going, I mean, it probably shocks people sometimes, and because we're not always used to it, but if I see somebody and they look good, or they're doing something good, or they're parenting really well, I will say that to them, say, that was so good, you were brilliant there. Or, you know, when you're in, people are in the service industry in some way, whether that's waiting on or in shops or whatever, and they do something good, let them know, let their manager know that they did something good, because you never know when somebody needs that moment. You never know when somebody needs you to say that they look nice today. They might be feeling awful, or you say, that was great parenting, high five. You know, like when you do that you never have no idea when somebody needs that. If you think in your life right now, I guarantee there will have been times when somebody said something at just the right time, or somebody did something that was kind for no reason, and it just shifted something for you. It just shifted it, and you think it's okay, you know. And we have no idea what people are going through. You know, I say to my daughters all the time, we just don't know. You know, as we all know, and we get told on social media all the time, mental health issues or pain or problems or things people have got going on, it's not obvious. You don't know. We see all those things, all those reels and TikToks and things going on, and I forget there's like a poignant music in the background, and people are like, show a time when you were depressed and nobody knew. And those people often just don't, you know, they don't look to nobody. What does it look like? You know, we think it looks like somebody in a blanket and sad and crying. It doesn't look like that. The majority of the time, grief and sadness and pain look like this. They look like you guys, you know, and we don't know. And so by being kind and empathetic and letting go of judgment and snarky comments and lack of understanding, when we try to do that, we never know when somebody might just pull somebody through something that is, you know, that they really need to get through. Jem says compliments are the most uplifting gift you can get, and free as well, Jem, right? They are free to do that. I'm just looking at the comments as well. Gina says, hi, Gina. As Cinderella's mom says in the movie, have courage and be kind. Yeah, and kindness sometimes takes courage. I love that. Have courage and be kind. And somebody I've got Aisha saying on Facebook, your kind words could be changing the point for absolutely the changing point in somebody's day. Absolutely. Hi, Josh, as well. So they could be the changing point in somebody's day where they go, do you know what? The world isn't as bad as I thought. I'm going to be okay. I'm going to get through this moment. We need these life rafts. And if we dish it out to other people, I promise you, we will shape a world where it's commonplace to do it. And that will create that kindness ripple effect that we all really seek out. Another thing as well is that being kind, again, going back to if we need a selfish point of view from this, being kind opens up opportunities to you. When you are a person who walks around and steps out of your house and thinks, do you know what? I'm going to be good. I'm going to be a nice human being today, right? I'm going to just do something good because I can. You almost open up a space in you that gives out a different vibe. You know, is it, I think it's the Twits by Roald Dahl, where they talk about kindness shining out of somebody's face. And when somebody's kind and they smile, they look beautiful. They look glowing because they're just a kind person. It doesn't matter whether they fit the aesthetically, you know, the aesthetic version of Western world beauty. But if somebody's kind and open, they just look more beautiful as human beings. In the same breath, if somebody's mean and, you know, horrible, they just look more ugly. And that's in the Twits, in Roald Dahl, that's what he's talking about. So when we're kind and we are open and we are warm to other people, it actually opens up opportunities for good things to happen. It creates conversations. You know, you leave a nice impression with somebody in their lives. We've got the Maya Angelou quote, which always sticks with me, which is people will forget what you said, they will forget what you did, but they won't forget how you made them feel. And that's it, right? There are people in this world that just make you feel better. They just make you feel good because their energy, the way they bring themselves out into the world just lights up a room and makes other people feel good. But you can be that person for somebody else. You can be that person. And in doing so, you will open the space up for yourself. And on Facebook, in my Facebook group, the Happy Me Project, which you guys are all welcome to come and join, somebody's saying, definitely agree with the ripple effect and surrounding yourself with like-minded people like this group. Surrounding yourself with people that are kind and giving and warm will light you up as well. Definitely find your tribe, find your space of people that make you feel good. The other side of this as well is not only being kind to other people, which is absolutely brilliant, and you should always try to do that because you will feel good. There will be that ripple effect, all the things that we've said, immune boosting stuff, but be kind to yourself, right? Because sometimes we miss this out, and there are some of you that will be following me that will be people pleasers, and you're probably really lovely and wonderful to everybody else, but you leave yourself bottom of the list. You forget that you also need to be kind to yourself. So I've always said, and I've kind of coined the phrase, give yourself the posh cups, right? Now, this might be a particularly British thing to say, but if you, and maybe even a very northern thing or working class thing, but right, in my house growing up, or in a lot of people's houses that I know, there will be the posh cups that you only get out when people come round, the guests, the posh cups. You get the posh cutlery out, and you get the posh cups out, and they only come out when other people are coming round. So you have these gorgeous, lovely mugs, cups, your favorite, nice cutlery, whatever else, and you only get that out for other people. It just sits there for the rest of the time. Guys, it's time to get the posh cups out for you. It's time for you to have the posh cups. And I decided to, I can see that Anupa is saying, yes, the guests always get the best, right? I decided to give myself the posh cups a long time ago, because I decided that why was I waiting for that special occasion all of the time? Why was I waiting until somebody else was there to do this performative thing of this is how we live, that bollocks? Like, no, I want the posh cups. I want the posh cups too, because when I get the nice cup, and I'm using that as a very basic thing, but I genuinely mean this, like, I'm English. We like cups of tea. I mean, I have cups of coffee as well, but that's more to just get me moving. But I like a cup of tea, and I like it in a nice cup. I like a fine bone china, if I'm being very honest with you here, guys. If I can get a lovely little saucer, and I mean, I like it posh. I do. And I get those things for myself. And of course, guests will also get lovely things as well, and I will pick the nice ones for them. However, I realize that you have to be kind to yourself. You have to enjoy your life. You have to feel good more than you feel bad. And the way that you do that is treating yourself with the same respect that you treat everybody else. And that includes the thoughts that we have in our minds. You're probably being hard on yourself in some way, or have been over the last week, that you're being you've probably been, I just got distracted there because I'm just going to put it out there. I can't leave it because it's too distracting and my brain can't focus, because on YouTube, we've got Josh Duggar and Stiffy, who are talking about masturbation on YouTube, and they're letting us know. I think they're trying to troll me and trying to throw me, which you haven't thrown me, but you've kind of distracted my thing. However, do you know what, Josh and Stiffy? Good for you. You're correct. They're letting us know that it relieves stress. And yes, it does. And well done to you. And I'm glad that you boys on YouTube masturbate. That's wonderful. Well done. Everybody is really impressed. And we're glad that you are finding ways to be kind to yourself, and feeling good about yourself. And then afterwards, maybe you can have the posh cups and relax afterwards. So that I'm just going to give them their moment, because they're desperately trying to get my attention on YouTube. Aisha says, research shows the kinder we are to ourselves, the more likely we are to hit our goals. We have, because we actually put the work in. It's the best hack that not everyone talks about. Absolutely. And it takes me on very nicely to what I was going to say next. Very, very in tune with what you were saying. So what it also does is, by being kind, by us being kind people, and by us going to do something, thank you guys, by us going to do something kind for other people, we then put ourselves in the bracket in our minds of somebody who is kind, somebody who is who's a good person. We feel like better people, right? We just feel like better people for it. And so just like Aisha's saying on Facebook there, we then step out into the world feeling like better people. We show up better. We think we can pull off our goals and we can do stuff because we just hold ourselves and carry ourselves a little bit better. So it has such an impact. I've just lost Instagram, guys. It has such an impact on good afternoon, Moads, as well. It has such an, I'm just going to try and get Instagram back on because we've lost them. It has such an impact on, come on, here we go. Let me just get them on 1 second. Here we go. I'm going to just type it, kindness too. All the technology, guys. Let's get us back on Instagram as well. I don't want to leave them out. So it has a really big impact in our overall mental health as well. Hi on Instagram. Instagram decided to kick me out. It had enough. Hopefully you guys can see me. It's a shame that we just talked a lot about kindness and Instagram decided it's not going to keep it. So it won't be on my IGTV, which is a shame. However, it is on my YouTube as well. So you'll be able to see it on YouTube if you want to watch this. And I will share it afterwards. So for those of you that didn't see the beginning of this and all of the good stuff we've been talking about, I will have it on my YouTube channel because we are recording on both platforms right now. But welcome everybody that's sitting in live. I have been talking on Instagram a little while about kindness. I'm going to continue with it, but you have missed a little bit. It's just kicked me out for some reason. And no more on YouTube. I do not have an OnlyFans. So we've talked about the benefits of kindness. We have talked about how it can increase our immune system. It can make us feel good in general. We've talked about how being kind to other people helps us to be, when we're more empathetic, we get that back off other people as well. That empathy is reciprocated by other people. Aisha on not YouTube, on Facebook has been sharing about how it also helps us to retain our goals, and she's absolutely right. By shifting our mindset into us being kind people, we also show up in a different way. We've talked about my challenge to you, where I have asked you to play compliment confetti. You're going to spread compliments like confetti throughout the world. I want to see how that goes for you guys. I would love to hear your stories of when you complimented somebody, which is a brave thing to do, and what happened, because I guarantee this will create opportunities for you. You might make some new friends. Gina says, I also think being kind to yourself once a week is important, like doing a bubble bath, face mat, absolutely. And hi, Steph on Instagram as well. And yeah, Gina's just saying about that you're practicing self-care. So when I then went on to talk about kindness to ourselves. Give yourself the posh cups, give yourself some time, treat yourself with the same respect as you would other people, right? You know, if you find yourself being really critical to yourself, consider this. Would you do this to somebody else? Would you speak to a stranger how you speak to yourself in your own head in the same way? Would you do this? Often not, right? Often not, because we just think, I wouldn't do that, but we're quite happy to just, you know, chastise ourselves and be harsh to ourselves all day, every day. And then we wonder, why do I feel bad? Well, probably because you've been bullying yourself in your head for such a long time. So that happens as well. And what else was I going to say to you guys? I think that's it. We talked about help a high, but listen, over the next week, I really want you to consider this. Sometimes people are going to challenge your ability to be kind, and you're going to want to go in on them, right? When somebody's being a dick, right, you're going to want to go in on them. That happens. We're human beings, right? I'm a very passionate human being. See how I've reframed it to passionate? And I could very easily just want to be, you know, want to shout and want to go in, have an argument with somebody when the dog next door is going off, isn't it? Shh. See, I could get angry about that, but I'm not. Because that dog's just trying to protect its home and whatever. But what was I talking about? See, I've lost my train of thought now. This is how my brain works, guys. Yes, so I was talking about when people annoy you or when something is going to challenge you over the next week, which it will, over the next week, because we're talking about this and I'm setting you this challenge to be kind, somebody's going to challenge that ability. Somebody is going to go like, just annoy you really badly. Okay, they're just going to annoy you. You can, on Instagram, you can see the reels that I did about protecting your space. I just shared that this morning. But somebody's going to do that, and you're going to have to find a different way of approaching it if you want to continue this kindness and peace in your own life. You're going to feel that like anger, that irritation, and you're going to notice it, and you're going to think, okay, what can I do next? Because I get to by Gina on Instagram, I get to show up the same way I might have always done, and I might go on the attack, or I can shift my perspective. I can consider, why is that person doing that? What's their reasoning? You know, might they be going through some stuff? Maybe I can look at that person, and if I can't have any full empathy, maybe I can get to pity, and I can think, oh, like this, you know, maybe this person is going through something, and I don't like their behavior, but maybe I can pity them and think, I'm glad I'm not showing up in the world like this, right? That could be, that just shift something for you. Pity can help, right? Sometimes pity can help. And see if you can do things in a different way this week. See if you can just be that little bit kinder, and then notice how that impacts your own mental health. Let's do some good stuff this week, and I'd love to hear what you do. So after this, when I share this on Instagram, when I share this on YouTube and Facebook, I want you to let me know what you're going to do or what you already have done. Maybe you've already done something good today, and share your ideas with people. Okay. I've also got Mo on YouTube that's desperate for attention as well. Mo, enough. Okay, friend. This is me noticing my irritation and dealing with it in a kinder way. I can see you want attention more on YouTube, and I think that it would be good for you to go and do something nice for yourself today rather than this, because this is getting a reaction, but it's probably not the reaction that you want. You know, I don't think saying that you'd like to raw dog a stranger on YouTube is really filling your heart full of joy. Or maybe it is, I don't know, but you know, I think there's better pastimes. And thank you so much. I can see Steph just saying, I donated today. That's amazing. Who did you donate to? That's incredible. And Life of Chris James says, you speak so much sense. Love everything you talk about. Thank you so much. That's so lovely of you. So guys, Joey's just laughing on Instagram. I know, Joey. These people come out. I mean, in fairness, it's very hot here in the UK. I have wore a very low down top. So it's clearly bringing them out of the woodwork today. However, it's not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus. Why have I forgotten the name of that? The way around of that saying, not my circus, not my monkeys, not my circus. Something like that. Why have I forgotten the saying? Someone will correct me and let me know. Have an amazing day, guys. For those of you that don't know what I do have some courses that can help you with your happiness, your level of happiness, and help to train you how to look after your mental health. Some lovely, tangible, easy techniques and things that you can do. They are available. iamhollymatthews.com/all my stuff is on there. I have a podcast that goes live every Thursday, and you can get that on all of the places. It is called the Happy Me Project. I also do twice yearly, I do a group coaching called the You Got This Academy, which is 6 weeks. And I get excited for this now, but I am going to be opening a membership. This is going to be the stuff that we talk about here, but it's going to be at a price that is affordable for most people, with accountability. So you get to work with me, but in a space where it's in a group setting, we get to work together and we get to have accountability. If you are somebody that has been working on your mindset for a time and you like showing up, but you can't necessarily afford to work with me one-on-one or to do any big stuff, but you want some regularity and you want to work on this stuff, and you want to, in the same way I was banging on about earlier, going to the gym, this is the gym for the mind, right? We have to show up for our mind as well. It can't just be about the physical stuff. It has to be about our mind. So I've been talking about it for forever that I was going to do a membership, and I'm just procrastinating about it. I've just finished doing the You Got This Academy for the second time. An amazing bunch of students did 6 weeks with me. And I wanted to give those guys something more to carry on because they're eager to keep going with their work. They've had incredible wins and they want to keep it going. And us as human beings, we need this. We need, like, I need it. I need accountability. Otherwise, I won't show up as well. So, I'm just having a look as well. Sarah saying the gym for the mind is just as important. It so is, right? It really is. It's probably more important because you won't go to the actual gym if you can't get this part. You can't get your mind in gear. So I'm going to be opening a membership. Nothing is all set in stone in terms of price and when it's going to open, but I'm aiming for July. Do you know what? Like, I'm going to go for it over the next few weeks and get everything together and pull my finger out my backside and actually get some stuff done so that you guys can have this, because now is the time for us to do it, right? We've all been through a lot, and those of you that, you know, some of you have come to me during this pandemic time and had never considered mindset stuff before, and you want to get something, you want to do something. I am going to deliver this. So let me know as well. This would be really important. Let me know what topics you would like me to cover in this membership, because I'm plotting out the whole year of the membership of different things that we want to be working on, and also people who you would like to see, because I will be bringing in some guest experts as well. And if you had, let me know your favorite people, and if I can try and wangle getting them involved in some way, then that would be amazing, right? But I'd love to hear who those people are. Guys, thank you so much for sitting in with me and bearing with my friends on YouTube today as well. I hope you have an amazing day, and please do keep in touch. If you're not following me or subscribed or all of that stuff, make sure that you do across platforms, because I do try to do different things across each social media platform. And do make sure that you go and follow my podcast, the Happy Me Project podcast. And if you like it, leave me a little review. I know on Apple you can do a little review on there. So if you have iPads and iPhones and you listen on there, then I would love it if you did do that as well. That would be amazing. Thank you so much for sitting in with me. I hope you all have an incredible day, and I will speak to you all very, very soon. I can see Janine is saying I'll be an expert on decluttering and the positive impact it has. And I will definitely speak to you about that, Janine. Thank you so much. And yes, please feel free to put yourself forward if you have a business that is within mindset. I will pretty much, I might change my mind on this slightly, but I will pretty much only be bringing in people that do something different to me, because there's no point otherwise. It's kind of conflicting, doesn't really make sense. So Janine's just sharing she does decluttering type stuff, so that would be an amazing thing. I don't do that myself. I would like to do decluttering in my own home. Maybe I need a Janine. I also have a lovely lady, Haley, who does similar type of things, not quite the same as you, Janine, though. So definitely let me know if that's something that you have that would work within a membership as well. Thank you so much, guys. I am waffling on now. I hope you have an incredible day. Thank you so much for sitting in with me. Peace. I'm going to say goodbye on Instagram first. Oh, I'm not. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Right. It's gone. We're going on there as well, guys. I'll see you later. Goodbye.